Okay, back to Stories from Seoul. Yeah, I didn't get to play last night. I was way too tired. And the night before, I only played enough to get the achievement for electrocuting Hanson. Oh, hello, person. So yeah, I'm gonna play a bit of this. I'm really tired. Yeah. We last time we made it to the JFS O'Brien with Hanson. We've discovered that their airlock was open and the ship was depressurized, so there's no oxygen on board. The only hope of any survivors is if they know how to spacesuit off the airlock, off the oxygen. To fly of the ship, and we discovered the captain and the first or second officer. I don't know who it was. Anyway, it was basically Julian Bashir from Star Trek: Deep Space Nine. They had been electrocuted and died on the bridge. Like, whatever happened that sent the shockwave to us and took out our communications really fucked them up. Okay, that really made me panic for a moment. Because it loaded me up in queue of the quick saves. Yeah, I played the non-binary character, Steve, I.O., I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, the stand-up comedian that does, like, ER skits. One of the characters he had was Silva Sirius, and that's why we played it. Because we did, like, all the opposite options, like, you know, like, we agreed with her that we could go see them in the room. You know, we were like, oh, hell yes, we'll get going. Yeah, this is where we were, 2:30 a.m. is when I played it last, on March 1st, and it is March 4th. So yeah, full load. So yeah, Hanson is working on getting the black box out. We told him about what we found with, Captain Bartholomews. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. And he's still blaming us for it. Anyway, the only place I've been besides the bridge has been the sick bay where we found the doctor had died, and someone purposely smashed out the storage for drugs, and instead of taking any drugs, they just took NutraShakes. But we did get our key card, so we do have some security access to use with the portable system terminal. I think that's what it's called. Portable sub-terminal, yeah. Yeah, we got the, yeah, Dr. Esri. That's also a Star Trek reference. I already complained about Esri Dax, last time. Not that I didn't, that I hated the character. I hated how she was used, for, like, plot, like, you know, written, and, you know, it was mostly because, you know, Dax, like, you know, Josiah Dax, her actress had, like, a falling out with one of the people because she wanted to take other roles, like, and they were, like, accommodating other actors and stuff, like, to do filming elsewhere. But no, they didn't want to do her, and they had, like, this big, intense episode where, you know, Worf disobeyed instructions to go save her, and, like, all happy ending at the end. And then they killed her off, like, you know, mindlessly off, you know, like, bridged her the next, like, not soon after. Anyway. I'll go to the aft thoroughfare first. Oh, their blast door's down too. The blast door is just like the one on the gun dog, probably takes just as much battery to open it too. Not worth trying to open it until I got the access codes. Yeah, like all we have is the doctors, and I don't know if that would work. It's kind of pointless to use the sub-terminal. The odds of someone being in there are slim, but worth checking. Bracing yourself with your left hand against the wall of the entrance to the armory, you bring your right hand down and fist against the door. You continually pound your fist against an yielding entry, hoping that there's anyone there, they'll have enough air that they'll be able to hear you and respond. Like, this is the most likely place that someone would be, because there's the suits in there, which do have an alternative oxygen supply. After a few seconds of climbing, you press your helmet against the door, hoping that you pick up the vibration of someone returning your signal. You're met with nothing but silence. You stand back and hammer the door harder this time. After your fist begins to ache, you press your helmet back against the door as vanly, holding your breath and listening out for any signs of activity. With no sign of life, you dejectedly step back, giving the door one final slam with your fist and cursing the silence. Oh, didn't get an answer last time, there's no point trying again. Yeah. I mean, this is the thing I hate about this on... It's got the input delay. There's also, someone on the server was asking how to read the logs on console, and I told them, up on the joystick. And apparently Switch doesn't have that, so it's something they gotta look into. The console ports team. Just like you've seen on the Gundog a few hours earlier, with the off thoroughfare should transition into an engineering department. Instead, all you see is a gigantic blast door. Experience crawling underneath one of those, you knew that there was no way you could ever hope of moving it manually. On top of that, there was no point in attempting to open it before you had the emergency access codes. With the battery power of the door tucked open, you probably shut yourself in engineering with no way of getting back out. Yeah. Although you had the doctor's card with the captain instead, you need to find either the O'Brien's second in command or the emergency access codes if you had any hope of getting the ship back online. Yeah, second command. So the first in command was, we had the captain, so what was Bashir? Was he communications officer? I don't remember now. I just know he was hitting on my girlfriend. Turn back and move away from the door, making your way back to the off thoroughfare. There's no one here right now. Yeah, I don't know why you can't use the top, because you should just be able to, make a noise. But then again, it wouldn't get any worse anyway, because you're in, this depressurized. There's no sound. Just in your helmet. Okay. Stop as you enter the room just before the airlock, where you'd been so used to the huge main shutter and its warnings of the Gundog. Here in the O'Brien was nothing but vast corridor in space. Yeah, the spacesuits are still here. That's what I was wondering about. And why we're not getting sucked out of it is because it's been open and ongoing. Like, there's no depressurization to happen because everything's fucking, been sucked out already. And here on the O'Brien was nothing but a vast corridor into space. Being able to see the stars like this from the position, you couldn't help but feel uncomfortable. Their light, as gentle as it is, feels like a forced intrusion on this room somewhere they should never illuminate. You spend a few moments gazing out in the airlock before you shake your head clear with your thoughts. If there was any hope for the O'Brien's crew, it was that you'd act fast, and your stargazing wasn't helping anyone. The panel is still covering the emergency access lever. How could they have opened the door without using it? Yeah, that's what I mean, like... Okay, well, it'll look like oh, the action. Well, there's not much of a surprise. I don't think they'd have used this both hatches since there's safety measures built in to stop it happening unless the ship is on board. Oh, still here. It doesn't look like anyone's here done a spacewalk of their own unless they use a suit from somewhere else. Yeah. I'm just gonna go check on my Neptune. That's the input delay. I'm using the action, like the directional buttons instead of the joystick to try to give some more control. Can't figure out why they'd have opened both doors at once. They must have known what would happen. It doesn't make any sense to close the airlock manually now. The only thing that would do is cut us off from the armored frame and make it harder to leave if we can't get the power back on. Grab the handle of the suit's container, twist it until the lock disengages, and you open the door. Reaching in, you grab the radio on the suit's breast panel, to attach it, turning it on, and bringing it to your face. Yeah, no band, no signal. No signal, huh? Check your radio, it's set to the same broadcast frequency as the O'Brien's, and after replacing the other suit's radio set, yours to transmit. This is Lieutenant Laurie Knight of the JFS Gundog. We're here to provide assistance to any crew on the JFS O'Brien. I repeat, this is Lieutenant Laurie Knight of the JFS Gundog. We're here to provide assistance to any of the crew on the JFS O'Brien. Yeah, get in there. I'm just gonna try to use the panel just in case. I got Neptune too. You push a few buttons on the terminals keyboard, but unsurprisingly nothing happens. Yeah. As you move from the central hub towards the darkness of the foresight thoroughfare, a movement catches your eye. Okay. Yeah, this isn't a fun time, you know, on a depressurized spaceship in the dark, and you have movement. Okay, just checking Neptune. I don't know how there, but whatever. Oh, you're alright? I'm gonna go help her. I don't know if she actually needs help or not. She climbed up on where the wood usually level is, but since we've been using wood, it's down. And she's up there, and I don't know if she can get down because she's squeaking at me. So I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, she got hopped right down as soon as I went to go get her. But, yeah. She's in with her toy. That toy, my adoptive brother gave me money at Christmas to buy them. It's one of those circular things, and it's like a cat's meow, but it's higher quality. It's by Pet Links. They love it. They're obsessed with it, especially Neptune. And Lydia too, but Neptune will squeak at me to put it on. I'm surprised I haven't figured out how to turn it on, but it doesn't have a raised button, so I think that's probably the only reason. It's like a flush button. If it was raised, I'm pretty sure they would have it on by now. But yeah. Yeah, that's not creepy at all. You stop to peer into the darkness ahead and catch sight of a silhouette in the distance. Yeah. Maybe it's, oh, what was his name? Ares from, Lifeline Style at Night, and I'll just say Later Skaters. Oh. Hey, who's that? Who's there? I'm from the Gundog. You call it using your radio to broadcast yourself? We're here to help. Come back. As the figure vanishes in the gloom, you dash after it, eventually arriving at the end of the long corridor that makes it a four-side thoroughfare. Having headed past the two crew corridors and seeing no one, either you move towards the end of the corridor or dead end, considering the door to fire control. Mess hall and the hangar are all sealed. Yeah, I just imagine it. Turn around, trying to see if you missed something, but no sign of life here, aside from yourself to begin with. You begin to doubt what you saw, if you saw anything at all. The mission must be getting to me. Better get this over with before I start seeing things. I wonder if the ship has a cadet like Dalton, or whenever they got, or whether they got two fully qualified engineers. Either way, if they were lucky and whoever they've got is as resourceful as their chief, this hangar's probably the best bet for finding crewmen at the helm. The O'Brien follows time schedules Gundog, and there shouldn't be anyone in there. Of course, things like schedules never did anything to stop Cassie from grabbing a bite to eat whenever she wanted, so maybe someone there has a similar attitude. Let's hope that whoever looks after fire control on the ship doesn't have a pair of headphones half as large as Dylan's. Okay, it seems to be wanting me to go to the hangar, but I'm going to go to the mess hall first. Just because I'm curious about the machines where someone took the Nutra shake. Did they raid the, Vendomat or whatever the fuck it's mess hall or whatever, I don't know. Given that the time when the Gundog and presumably the Brian had blacked out, you knew there shouldn't have been anyone in the mess hall. Despite this, you also knew that it wasn't uncommon for crew members to disappear from stations briefly to grab a quick pick-me-up or treat, especially if their duty was quiet. Especially if that crew member's name was Cassandra Quick. You go through the routine of hammering on the door, waiting for a response, and continuing to batter it with your fist, just in case you hadn't heard the first time. Despite your best efforts, you don't manage to get a response. We'll check fire, Cecilia's look at the door to the Brian's fire control. The Gundog Dylan has music to keep her occupied. Whoever has been assigned the station to the Brian probably wasn't so lucky. This thought in mind to carry out the process of hammering on the door, resting your helmet on it, and giving it another go after getting nothing but silence in return. A few attempts where you hear nothing coming from the room beyond, you step back, mentally crossing this room from your list of potential safe havens on board. Okay, I'm gonna save. Maybe. I missed double XP weekend too, I realized. I could have even logged in yesterday, briefly for it, the 3rd, but I didn't. I thought it was this weekend for some reason. But even though I shared it on Facebook when they posted it, I just completely forgot. Okay, it wants you to go to the hangar, but I'm going to check the crew corridors first, because I think the hangar's probably going to be the Albany Row. If the quarters distribution is the same as on the Gundog, this must be the O'Brien's gunner. I've been to Albany. Roy Way. I wonder if they have a junior engineer on placement like Dalton. Mark Boot. This is where Hansen's room is on the Gundog. I guess it could be one of the armored frame pilots. Stat. Based on where their quarters are, they're probably a pilot like her. That sounds like a made-up name. So side of the door that would be yours. Had you served on the O'Brien side of the Gundog, you can't help but feel a bit nauseous. The familiarity of the door, the corridor, and the thoroughbed all forced you to think about how close a gun dog came to being out here before the O'Brien. You pushed that thought from your mind, close it was to happening, it did, and you were here now. Not whoever lived behind that door. Yeah, I don't know if is it explained that if, they weren't waiting for you to come pick, like, for you to board when you were transferred, if it would have been the gun dog out here first? And then the O'Brien following behind? I don't know. Falling up your right hand and fist your hammer against the door and then place your helmet against it waiting for a response. When you don't get one, you repeat the process a few more times until eventually you step back, rubbing your gloved hand, and try to ease the soreness from pounding on the door. No one's in. There's Julian Bashir. Esri DeBoer, the ship's doctor. I'm sorry I couldn't get to you in time, Dr. DeBoer. Jala DeForge. For the location of the room, I wonder if this is their chief engineer. Yeah, not LaForge, DeForge. This is where Cassie's quarters are, remember. The nameplate reads Kim Henry. It looks like Henry from here. Must be the O'Brien's second in command. This is where Vanessa's room would be. It says here that it belongs to Jules Bashir. That was Lieutenant Cassie was speaking to just before this all started. So it's Jules. He's going by the, name of his parents gave him when they did genetic experimentation. Rest in peace, Lieutenant Bashir. I'm gonna check the captain's quarters. You approach the captain's quarters at the end of the corridor and see the same Jovian insignia as the one on Captain Robert Muse's door. Below it is a nameplate which proudly presents the O'Brien's full name. Paul Henri Gerard. They must get confused with their Henry and Henry. With Dr. DeBoer's key card, you possession move towards the captain's door and lay the PST on the side. You know they're not going to find Captain Gerard there, and a chance of anyone else being on the forge is extremely slim, but the potential that there might be something of use in there like the O'Brien's access code is too great to ignore. Alright, let's go for it. Kneel down beside the terminal link to the captain's quarters, begin the well-practiced process of connecting the PST and going through its menus, eventually select the unlock function. And now, with a sense of trepidation, you fasten the pouch on your belt and take out the doctor's key card. As a security officer, your card had enough authority to access every room short of the central computer, even the captain's. I didn't try mine on the captain's. I used Cassie's for this here. We're entirely sure that the doctor's card would be sufficient. Without much of an alternative, you slide Dr. DeBoer's card into the slot and hold your breath. Hey, Lydia, you're gonna come try to grab my headphones, aren't you? Little brat. I got hers and her brother's claws trimmed. I haven't got Neptune's yet. Yeah, no, I had, we went shopping on Thursday. Wednesday was Nick's appointment. And then Friday I would have went and done stuff and Mom didn't want to go out, then she went out anyway. So I got up first thing in the morning, for me, go to the library, print stuff off. I need it for Monday. Monday had that horrible meeting. I was exhausted and fell asleep and didn't wake up till fell asleep in my chair. I woke up to give him his pill and I had a little something to eat and then I fucking conked out until 20 after 6 in the morning in my chair. So I had to get ready and scramble to get to bed. And the day I had telephone calls to make and stuff, and I watched Crimson Tuesday. I made it through most of it. I fell asleep for the last like 40 minutes, but I did stay up during the, you know, the Avalot bit. She like is great, but there's something about Martinelle just zonks me out. Her voice, I thought it was just me being exhausted, because when Julia had her on originally, it was when I was working those 12-hour shifts, but no. Just lulls me into this little sleep. So I drank a Rockstar early tonight. Really good one. Rockstar's has a few like strawberry flavors lately. Strawberry kiwi and this one was strawberry peach. It's really good. I also bought some OPI nail polish as well. I was trying to get the Trevor collection, but they only had like some crappy colors left, and they had like a 4-pack like sampler of it, but I had some of the ones already. But yeah, I'm gonna paint my nails with I buy myself violets. Probably tomorrow night when I watch Blood and Rage, or Bloom and Rage with Robot Spacer. But yeah, so I had. Yeah, so I woke up and then I watched the VOD of the rest of the Nancy Drew Secrets Can Kill, but we started, well, Robot Spacer started this murder game. Who killed Brandon Pace, something like that. Anyway, Bucko, it's a fucked up game. It's a time limit. Like each action will take a bit of your time. You have 6 hours to solve the murder, but it just like seems to throw information at the player that you can't find through investigating, so you have to use the time to talk, like, see, and it stars as your assistant, the woman who played Laura Palmer on Twin Peaks. Anyway, it's weird. I don't care for it. It gives me a bit of anxiety, because it's like you'll go to talk to one of the suspects, and he just, like, dumps this whole bunch of, like, stuff, and it's like, I didn't even know this was this was a thing, like, you know, this wasn't even, like, led up to. Anyway, much of an alternative, you slide Dr. DeBoer's card into the slot and hold your breath. Thankfully, you see the door begin to slowly open, and with an exhalation of relief, you stand up. Once the door is open enough to allow you through, you make your way inside. As expected, Captain Gerard's quarters were almost identical to Captain Bartholomew's with a few small differences. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't put like a baseball on the captain's desk. Yeah, same weird ass like thing of the colonies. Like the lack of any open bottled liquor. Replace the whiskey bottle you see in Captain Maris's room. You see a neatly pruned bonsai, but beyond that, there's nothing obviously distinct. Even the artwork on the wall behind the desk is the same. I'll have time to get to work. Let's see if I can find something useful. The captain's bathroom is certainly a lot smaller than the pods that you get in the standard crew quarters. There's an actual toilet and a proper shower unit too. Wonder if, when you reach Admiral, you get your own bathtub. Yeah, that's what I figured. They were like, you know, like a closet shower thing. Small bonsai tree. Regular plants are really expensive back on the colony, so even getting a ceiling to start one of these would cost a fortune. People say that the air in the room with the plant in it tastes way better than the normal reprocessed air you get on a ship or a colony. I've never been around a plant to try it out. Yeah, in the Lifeline thing, there is like a greenhouse on board the long haul, like not the Viridian. Is it the Viridian? I think the Viridian was the first one that Anyway, because in the games, Taylor was on one ship and it crashed, and then they got on the White Star, and they managed to get off of that onto a different ship. With the timey-wimey stuff. Now they're on, you know, a different one. But anyway, in the 4th game, there's a greenhouse and stuff, because it's made for long haul. So they have, like, a way of producing food and stuff. So all this rations. So it's not as, like, it's a different far future setup. On the edge of the desk closest to the door into the quarters, you notice a stack of papers perched precariously as if they've been left in a hurry. Based on the same tractor feeds you've seen in the papers of Captain Bartholomew's quarters, you could assume they've been printed on for being their recent documents. Captain must have left in a rush, so he didn't lock them away. Or that, or they're nothing important. The captain's desk, just like Captain Bartholomew's, is a terminal that looks like, in what looks like a telephone, probably a hotline to the bridge. I like Captain Gerard's desk one much more than Captain Bartholomew, so yeah, you're just like really not letting this go now that we've been in their room. I wonder if it would be the same if we hadn't, you know, encountered the report, if our MC would still be as bitter towards Maris as they are towards her right now. What could be in those files? Oh, let me look at the painting. Yeah, okay. The exact same painting as the one in Captain Bartholomew's quarters, probably done from a stencil or something, I guess. Oh crap, we didn't mean to look. Yeah, I gotta try to get after my mom to take me shopping. I finally got my coupon from Purina for the case of soft cat food, because we had 4 cans out of 8 of that flavor of the turkey. I don't know if the other ones were alright or not. I just threw them out because I didn't. When you have 4 out of 8 are no good, you know. Because the first one, it looked fine, but the cats refused to eat it. And the other, and 2 of them looked like they were moldy, like they had like a rubbery thing of mold on them. And then the other one, yeah, they wouldn't eat that either. Like, and it's strange if the cats, like especially Neptune, will not eat a food. So it's kind of like, is there something wrong with it? So I didn't trust using the other 4, and I didn't trust donating them. Like, with the 2 that looked like there was mold in them, and like it wasn't like the darker separated meat like that sometimes cat food will have. This was like rubbery, and you know, like it was like you'd find around a shower or something, that texture, like that's been left a while. Anyway, bed, chest of drawers, a bedside table, pretty much all the same as Captain Bartholomew's quarters, just tidier. Yeah, I don't know why we can't check in the bathroom. Though you can't think of anything important that you might find in Captain's bathroom, you feel a compulsion to search it anyway. Despite, although a thorough examination, the only thing you leave with that you don't have when you enter it is a depth of knowledge of the Captain's choice of bathroom products. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that someone would be, like, stuffed in there. I had the bedroom, take a look around thoroughly. Hadn't liked doing this Captain Bartholomew's quarters, and didn't like doing it anymore here. Working your way from left to right, you check the large chest of drawers before moving on to the bedside table, and eventually the area around the bed. Despite a rigorous check of the room, you don't find anything interesting or useful, just personal effects of the Captain's that you can't help but feel guilty for rifling through. I should have really went to the hangar first. I have a feeling we're going to encounter that person soon. Alright, the terminal's not going to be working, so let's check those drawers. You head around the back of the desk and try each drawer, working your way from top to bottom. Unsurprisingly, they're all locked. I'll need to find the keys if I'm going to get there. If this is all for nothing, I guess I could take this back to the gun dog with me, though I don't know how long trees last in space. Well, I could probably leave it alone until I know for certain. Should be an achievement, like, take the tree with you. There we go. You hesitate for a moment, considering whether or not to pick up the files in front of you. Although in normal circumstances doing such a thing would result in severe disciplinary action, you reason that those aren't exactly normal circumstances. Although you could explain what had gone on or how O'Brien had to be investigated. Besides, you think it's not like they would be the first report you'd read today that you shouldn't have. Take the file in hand and read the heavily printed text on the front. JSC Naval Report, JFS O'Brien, Mission Log 1320804 0214. Oh, Kilgore is playing Lara Croft. Through the report made difficult by the clumsiness of your spacesuits. Clubs, you managed to quickly skim your way through the file's contents. I was just checking to see how we are in time. Scan the page of the general day-to-day ship operations to see if you can find anything out of the ordinary. As you work your way through the log, a few current entries amongst the expected information catch your attention. April 8th, PC 214. JFS O'Brien's routine patrol path adjusted to investigate erratic Higgs field distortions in outer limits of JCF territory. April 19th, PC 214. Investigation reveals significant residual boson distortion inconsistent with standard JCF drive output. JFS Gundog dispatched to support with investigation. April 21st, PC 214. Continuous sweep of the area surrounding distortion fields. Unknown object not recognized as Jovian, Martian, or Solar Federation. Ensigns Boot and Stet dispatched to retrieve object on board at 1927 JST. Yeah, I think something's going on because it looped the, hours ago conversation on the radio. The 22nd PC 214. Long-range communication systems remain down. Source not yet identified by Chief Engineer DeForge. O'Brien moved to rendezvous point to meet JFS Gundog for a duty transfer. April 23rd, PC 214. Rendezvous with JFS Gundog behind schedule. Chief Engineer DeForge to investigate unknown object for partial cause of communication failure. Destructive investigation authorized. Yeah, they're gonna try to destroy it. That's probably when the fucking thing caused all that feedback. But I keep expecting the time to be further ahead than what we are on. Sounds like they ran into similar issues as us versus around the time they took whatever this unknown object is on board. Unknown object, huh? I'll try to use the painting just in case. So one of these days it's going to be a safe. There's a time and place for thinking about my civil heritage, and now isn't it? Come on, you can do it. Lydia's here. Lydia doesn't actually want me, she just wants to chew on my cords. Standing in front of the door that on the Gundog would be the entrance to Cassie's quarters, you begin to feel a bit queasy. You've been doing your best not to think about how, aside from some lucky coincidences, this could have happened to the Gundog instead of the O'Brien. Despite your best efforts to keep that thought out of your mind, you can't help but dwell on seeing a door that could have been Cassie's. Whoever spends their free time on the other side of this door. Is it as much of a mess as Cassie's room? How close were the two of you to having this happen to you? Now's not the time for that. Remind yourself stating it aloud to force the thoughts away. With your focus back on the task at hand, you repeat the process you've been using to check the signs of life or crew activity. Fortunately, you get nothing back. Okay, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go... Actually, I'm gonna save. Go to the hangar. I feel like we should be checking on Hanson first, but let's make our way to the Gleeland Forsyth thoroughfare, absent-mindedly lock on the low-gravity warning sign just before the double doors that lead into the ship's hangar. But I figure if there is anyone around, we should look first before we go back to let Hanson really know, you know, like, fuck, there's no one here, let's go. Ship's hangar. Placing the portable sub-terminal by your feet, hammer on the doors with your fist, hopeful that if anyone's in there, they'll hear you signal and we're separating kind. At around 10 seconds of this, you stop and press your helmet against the door. If there's any noise in there, the vibrations should travel through the door and into your helmet, allowing you to hear it. I was letting it go to bed. I mean, she hasn't gone to bed for me, it's so long. It's really annoying, except for when we were away. And she really wanted to cuddle with me the whole time. I guess no one's in there. Hey, can you hear me in there? Call it, resume your hammer on the door and you get no response. Hey, there's everything there. We're from the JFS Gundog. We're here to rescue you. Can you hear me? There's definitely someone in there. Although you're still not getting any obvious response, the knowledge that someone is in there fills you with a sense of urgency and you hurriedly set your suit's radio to broadcast. This is Lieutenant Laurie Knight of the JFS Gundog. We're here to provide assistance to any crew of the JFS O'Brien. I repeat, this is Lieutenant Laurie Knight of JFS Gundog. We're here to provide assistance to any crew of the JFS O'Brien. It doesn't seem like they can hear me, but if there's a chance the commander is in there, I need to take it. Though there's chances that they may be in space, they may not be in a spacesuit yet. If I open the doors now, I risk pulling them out into the vacuum. There may be something I've missed that I could get me access codes more safely. It's really tempting to just charge in there and grab them, but I should only do it if there's no other option. I'll have this sorted out soon, however you are. Okay, let's see, oh yeah, Mac is disabled. Please contact your system administrator. Yeah, okay. Obtain access codes, find the first officer. Okay. Rescue the crew member in the hangar is now on my list. Okay. We know it won't let you go into either the crew quarters and the captain's room. So we're gonna go back to the bridge. And we'll check on Hanson. But I think there's probably something in the captain's quarters we're expected to do. Look towards Hanson, who remains mostly out of sight, hidden by the block of the workstation. You spend a few seconds thinking about asking him if he needs any help or asking things that go into after consideration. The more likely response you get if those questions decide against him. Probably better to leave him be. It's not helpful. I try to use their quarters. Bedroom, take time to look around. Yeah. Oh, okay. What we're gonna do, I have an idea. I think probably the bridge and see if the captain has his keys on him. Then we can get in the desk and maybe get some key codes. There's no sense of disturbing the captain any further. No, I want to look for keys. Seems to be hard at work under the station. I should probably leave him alone. I don't think he'd appreciate my help even if he needed it. Well, Lieutenant and Captain's cars may have been destroyed by what I have, but at least I've got Dr. DeVos. That I can access most of the ship. I might get lucky and find the O'Brien's second command somewhere. Yeah. I glanced over Captain Gerard, grimly grasping his seat. At some point, the JCF would look to reclaim the O'Brien, and you can't help but wonder if you can get the ship back online and someone has sailed back to the Europa colonies, who will have the inevitable task of removing the captain from his chair. Hopefully the Black Boss will be able to tell us what happened here. Until then, it's a mystery. Oh, fuck. My feet have been really itchy tonight. Okay, I'm not really sure what I have to do, but I'm gonna save. I don't see the captain there. I can see this. Lydia, leave my headphones alone. I don't mind you hanging out with me, but I don't want you chomping my cord. Okay. Use the map. I can't really check see where I've been. Said something about getting the keys, but he doesn't have the keys on him. Lydia? Only because no one's there, no such a waste of XT battery on it. I think there is, just because I think, We've already read this. What the captain's keys, if nobody's getting the doors open, I'm gonna outwaste oxygen and try to break into them. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to go in the... I expect if I don't have the access codes, it's going to depressurize that room, and then whoever's in there is going to die. Is what I'm expecting. And then we'll get the first officer's key. Like, you'll find the first officer. We're not actually going to rescue them, but it's listed as an option. Yeah, it's a candy. Well, just sniff these, I bought another pack of those orange sticks. I got like 3 packages of, Valentine Ferrero Rocher because they were marked down really cheap. I ate one. And I'm trying to save the other, but the problem with things like that, I can't save them as long as I usually would, like ration them, because the nuts will go rancid. Like, it expires a lot faster than other chocolates. And another night for that. And the people I live with left, say they left a wrapper on the table. I didn't see it earlier. Lydia's found it. This is the 3rd night in a row I've had to move one. I'm not happy. You get your spots from the side, there's probably no one in there. Yeah, I think there would be something in the security officer's room or the first officer's room. But yeah, I don't know where to go from here. Because you'd think the bridge would be the most likely place to search for the key card. It seems to have a look on the station. I should probably leave alone with you because you have to eat it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can really do right now. I'm just gonna save. Like, we can always check, we're not gonna, you know, save, we won't save, but we can always check in the, the Dr. DeVore's card will be able to access higher, although there's a chance that whoever's in there may not be in a spacesuit yet. Open the doors now. Yeah, we're gonna open the door. Alright, let's see who's in there. That's 7 minutes. Launch the portable space terminal, the portable sub-terminal's casing and activate the device. Watching pencilly as it runs through the its start sequence. To complete, hurriedly run through all the necessary options as quickly as you can, doing your best to ensure that you use the least amount of battery power necessary. One last thing. Quickly unfasten the pouch. Place the doctor's keycard in, withdraw it, and slot it into the device. The same infuriating slowness as the other's doors, the hangar begin to move. You waste no time standing up and working your way through the tight gap before the doors open, even a quarter of the way open. Noticing the signs of decompression, you force your way through the doors. Okay, there isn't, you know, decompression. As soon as you're through, you vault your way down the stairwell, skipping increasingly more steps at times as the gravity disappears until you eventually floating past all sets of steps altogether. Setting your radio to broadcast one hand, grabbing the guard rail in front of you with the other, you call out to the dark void of the hangar. Oh, is anyone in here? Hello? This is Lieutenant Ida J. F.S. Van Dotten. Come to help. Hello? We're clearing Dr. Strain. The scene sounds like we knew you heard activity here from the other side of the door, so where were they? Coming signal. Ooh, shit. Stand frozen in place, unable to move your legs, unable to speak as a huge machine It just pulls itself out of darkness and looms over you. It's unlike anything you've seen before. No ship, no shuttle, armored frame, or worker pod you know of looks like the slightest bit like this. As you will yourself to do something, the thing in front of you remains totally motionless until suddenly something deep inside tells you that you've only got moments to react to whatever is going on. You try to communicate. Slowly raise both your hands, palms spread, take a step towards the thing. If this was the craft that the O'Brien's pods had recovered, then there might be a member of the crew who had taken shelter in there, you reason. I'm Lieutenant Knight from the JFS Gundog. We've come to help you reactivate the O'Brien. Yeah, we're gonna get killed. Wait for response, but neither hear nor see anything that indicates whether on board has acknowledged you. Whoever's in that thing, I'm Lieutenant Knight of the JFC Gundog we've come to. Pause, having just noticed the sparks of electricity appear around the most forward protrusion on the machine. With a few seconds, you see it illuminate from the inside in intense light. What? Acting entirely on instinct, you launch yourself sideways only just in time to avoid a searing beam of light so bright you involuntarily squeeze your eyes shut and look away. As your vision returns, you look at with the beam of the focus on the sea, warped and molten metal surrounding the deep gash that runs along part of the catwalk where you've been stood, and then up on the wall near the entrance. Although the vertical slice taken out of the wall, you see the beam penetrated all the way to the rear of the stairwell, slicing through the first steps in the process. Looking back, machine had just torn through the interior of the O'Brien with ease. You see the same electrical sparks and glowing light at the front of the craft. The instinct that made you dive out of the way of the last bolt. Next thing you push off the catch to the second floor, another balls of light glance off the scene, liquefying steel, where you stood moments before. Yeah, we should really just call up Hanson and be like, fuck this, we gotta get going. And then again, we don't want it to follow us to the gun dock. There's an entrance stairwell, you redirect yourself and push off the wall, sending yourself up past the half-melted set of steps and towards the doors into the thoroughfare. As you stumble into the corridor, you grab your radio. Hanson, get to the Juno right now. We need to leave. He yells as you bolt for the central hub. Hanson, do you hear me? We need to get off the ship immediately. This is from the trailer. Hanson, you scream one last time before sprinting down the remainder of the Forsyth thoroughfare. As you pass the boundary at central corridor behind you, illuminate with another intense flash of light. You don't turn around, instead, getting at speed towards the airlock where the Juno have been left. Hanson, I'm serious. We need to leave now before the ship's torn to pieces. Get off that bridge and get down here. With no response from Hanson, your mind races. You're doing your best to formulate a plan when you look back at the Forsyth thoroughfare and see it scored with huge cuts running from floor to ceiling, liquefied metal, the ship's structure framing their paths. Got like 1 minute till this turns off. Ah, damn it. Instinct that saved you from the hangar kicks in, and you turn towards the airlock, race towards the open entrance of the stairs you see in the distance. As you head towards the open cockpit armored frame, you try to remember a startup sequence that will let you pilot out of here. Then climb Juno's chest, and as you reach the top, look inside to see the pilot seat empty. Arg! God damn it, Croix! Where the fuck are you? Looking back towards the edge of the airlock, you see no one in the distance. You know you have a choice to make. You want to save. Okay, it's on a timer now. We'll wait for Hanson. It's not really letting me. There we go. Alright. Fire frustration, slam your fist in the cockpit hatch. Yeah. Let me stop this.